it could be abused as well. I don't want to change my name to Ken Stargood now. Sorry, the joke didn't come across good because I had it in my notes. I'd present this, but it's just coming out. But this is the key philosophical question that we're looking at, I think, when we start this discussion. Personally, if it were me, I like Maui's rules. I would change three things. I made a list of them, and we can talk about that later. But the way it reads is it's really, we are in the role of a judge. We do not help the plaintiff prove anything. It's for, I'm sorry, the petitioner. The petitioner would come and make their case. And again, when we do the informal part, we can learn stuff, but that doesn't mean anything, because when we're sitting in a formal hearing, it's all new. It's only the evidence. And we just hear it as it comes and we make our ruling. That, I think, is an appropriate role for us. And I think we should take the Hawaii County rules, the portion that deals with investigation and their whole procedure, and put in the Maui language with a few alterations that I can talk about.
Let's go back to the lady that we had that came in and filed a petition against the county for hiring this person. Yeah, I forget which name that was, but you remember the one that, yeah, and then we found out that there's 14 special contracts that the mayor has, and, all of this, but I really felt for her in her presentation because she was concerned, she brought her concern to the ethics board, she was concerned about it being an ethics violation, and yet she's up against the county defending itself. She's an employee of the county, it's the county defending itself, and the county has legal counsel, and the presentation dealt with her rights under county law as well as the requirements of county law. So I felt like she was like a deer in the headlights, so to speak. And I would think more like Kenneth Mueller and not Kenneth Starr, but anyway, I could resist.
That's a good one.
So if you have what you're proposing, we in turn would have appointed an individual to be the, I guess, investigator of this. And it could have been one of our ethics board members who would have sat with her, done the investigation there, done the investigation with the county, and then take that information and assemble it, and then bring it back to the ethics board for review, rather than conduct this hearing in public where she's like the deer in the headlights with, the county on the other side. Is that kind of the scenario you see happening, Ken?
I think under our current rules, it's very flexible and very broad. In that situation that you're talking about, I don't say I would agree that it would be a good thing that you want that, because to me, we're clearly focused on ethics, and that was kind of broadening the scope, in my opinion, And so I was concerned about that, but I'd be really concerned if we voted to have an investigator and do all that. But it's a policy call. I may not agree, but I think it's legitimate discussion, and I guess it's up to the board and, to vote their way. At this point, I like Maui. I think it's kind of how we envision what we do.